If you're new here, my name's Ben. I grew up on a Mormon polygamous compound. I escaped that shit. I'm now a comic out here in the wicked world. And I also happen to be one of the many nephews of the Sisterwives family.
Hello, my name is Akira. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about KODY Brown's nephew, Benjamin Brown. He has just recently started watching Sisterwives for the first time, and he plans on watching each episode and share his reactions over on TikTok. He's not been holding back, and he has been somewhat more critical than I've ever seen him. And I've been following Ben for a while, and I've never seen him be as critical as he has been of KODY Brown than this last couple of TikToks he's made. So we're going to get into it today.
I just finished watching the first episode of Sisterwives. I just have to say, this shit is going to be wild. Oh my God. This whole episode is basically a man saying to three wives who have like 12 children to care for. He's like, hey, hey, would you guys mind? Would you guys mind if I, like, once a week, I just drove for 4 hours in my sporty sports car? To go hit on this hot young thing in St. George? Which, because it's a polygamous hot young thing, is a single mom of 3 or 4.
I would pay good money to be a fly on the wall to be able to watch KODY watch his nephew talk, tell him the truth. It is the truth. What he's saying is the truth, and what we've all been preaching. But what makes Ben a unique perspective is this is his blood. This isn't a wife. This isn't an angry wife. This isn't a unruly child. This is his own blood nephew, his brother's son, Do I think that KODY is going to resonate with him? No, but I think that he's going to feel, how KODY likes all that loyalty crap. He's going to feel betrayed. And could you just imagine how he's probably got that chainsaw ready out to go outside and saw down some Ponderosa ponds just to take out some frustration. That's what he's out there probably doing. He's got the gloves ready, and Robin's probably sweating because of the Arizona heat, and out there having to help him with the limbers and stuff, or the little tree trunks. He's out there sawing some firewood for Christmas time. If you're not familiar with Benjamin Brown being KODY's nephew, but he also grew up on a Mormon polygamous compound and escaped it, and he's now a comic, and he does live. I do know that he does live shows, so if you're in the area, you could maybe go see him. In the past, Janelle has talked about, it was like one summer that she went and spent with Wynn on the Wyoming kind of compound, and that's where she fell in love with the outdoors. You remember? Well, this is the same compound area in Wyoming that Ben lived. And if you remember back, probably about a year ago, Meoky had done a Patreon, and she was talking about, how they kind of grew up poor and what they were eating. I remember hot dogs and day-old bread she talked about. Well, that day-old bread was from a local bakery on the compound, and that is the bakery that Benjamin worked at. He has talked about in the past about how, the labor issues with the children, they would have them be working long hours and kind of like labor trafficking, if you want to be honest about it, be having the kids work to be able to provide for the compound. But like many of us, Ben is gearing up for the start of season 19 of Sisterwives, and he mentioned in another previous video that he has never seen the show before. I can't imagine. How do you, this Sisterwives has been, it's got a cult following at this time, and this is like your family, like your uncle, and you've never seen the show before. So I think it's pretty interesting that he's just now starting to watch the show. Following day, Ben posted up another more detailed review, and he touched on how KODY's repeated use of "my family" in episode 1 felt like he, as quoted from Ben, a little gross, and like a hyper-romanciation of the idea of family without engaging in the reality of those relationships. And Ben believes that KODY is in love with the idea of having a big family, awesome family, but he isn't actually doing the work to engage with the real relationships within it.
But being a dad is more than just an idea. It's actually engaging in the lives of your children and taking an interest in them and helping them out. None of which my dad did, and it doesn't really seem like that's how Kody shows up either.
Ben also discussed how his father wasn't there for him, how Scott wasn't there for him, and drawing parallels to how Kody wasn't there for his kids either. And it's really heartbreaking to see how there's been times that Gwen has talked out about it. It's just so sad. Meoky has talked about it, that the emotional abstinence of Kody has had for these kids, except for Robin's children. In the early episodes of the show, Robin often talked to Kody about promising to be a present father to her kids. And we saw Robin hold him with these expectations over his head. There was one time I remember they were having dinner and they had to take the baby, and Kody was talking about wanting to have more children, and it's like she keeps reminding him, well, you got to be present for these kids. Or back when they first met, it's always, Robin has constantly vocalized that she wants Kody's presence in her kids' lives. Gwen and Meoky in their Patreon has given us glimpses into the long-term effects that it's had on the other three wives' kids. For instance, Gwen, there was one Patreon that she did, and she was reacting to, I think it was season 18. Kody was waiting on the steps for Ari on her first day of school, and she's running to him, and just be able to watching Gwen's reaction, you could tell immediately she was so sad. I think if I'm not mistaken, she was even crying to know what they've been through, and to see Kody open arms, being so present for these kids, and the effects that it's had on in their adult, is the trauma that they're going to have stem from it. And after that clip was over, Gwen was she started crying, if I'm not mistaken. And she was talking about how that Kody never cared how her first day of school was, or she couldn't remember of a time where Kody asked if she ate all of her lunch. Something might be not word for word what she said, but you get the idea. Kody wasn't really there asking her how her first day of school was, didn't ask her if she finished all of her lunch. And it was just really, it was eye-opening to watch. We're just viewers, looking in, having parasocial relationships with this family. But to see that hurt and to know, how deep-rooted that was. Anybody could look at that and see how deep-rooted that was. And that Kody is watching it like a hawk because, well, they've said that he's watched the Patreons like a hawk, that he disapproved of them, like how he, Peyton was watching that, where Peyton, when he was getting on TikTok right after that first season ended, and he was, what does the nanny do t-shirts? Kody went and tried to get him silenced over at TLC. And how can, what gets me though, my point that I'm trying to make is, how can he sit and watch his children be this hurt and this just, I don't see how a father can watch their children be this hurt and him not do anything about it. Doesn't try to do any of it. And since the show, maybe you could say that, the divorce and, the COVID, all these excuses. But this last year, I've made a video on this before talking about, we're going to see how Kody acts this year to see if he tries to mend any of the relationships. I think that I have seen him take Isabel and one picture of Kody taking Truly out to eat and Isabel out to eat. That's all I've seen from everything else except for Garrison's funeral. Kody and Robin's been radio silent. Just they fell off the face of the earth. Haven't seen them. There's been some blogs and stuff talking about, oh, they seen them here, they seen them there, but I don't really believe that those kind of blog stories. Where Ben said that there was something about being a father.
Relationships of that family. It actually reminds me of my dad quite a lot. My dad had this shirt that he wore all the time growing up where it said, anyone can be a father. It takes someone special to be a daddy. which he took as being like he was a daddy, right? Like he was a special person. He was like, he wasn't just a father, he was a daddy. But he never did any of the things that a daddy would do. Like he never played with me with my Legos. That's what I would have wanted from my daddy. He never did that. If I were to ask him today what one of my favorite things as a kid was, it was dinosaurs. I doubt that he could tell you. Meaning that he didn't actually know who I was. He just liked the idea of being a dad. But being a dad is more than just an idea. It's actually engaging in the lives of your children and taking an interest in them and helping them out. None of which my dad did, and it doesn't really seem like that's how Kody shows up either.
This is one thing that just really burned me alive, still burns me alive when I think about it. When they lived in that cul-de-sac, and Kody took Robin's kids every day to school. Every morning, Kody took Robin's kids to school. And Robin even commented on that and said that, I didn't tell him to. I'm not telling him to do it. He's just doing it on his own. And even Christine even brought it up that he would take the kids to school every morning, but he would not pick up Truly too. And to be able to even, if you go even further, he had to drive by Christine's house to even leave the cul-de-sac. Robin's house was over here. Christine's was over here. He had to drive by their house, saying bye to them. His own kids. I don't know how do you do that as a father? And then now, especially with like Garrison, like I really was thinking, I was like, maybe, because I don't know why, he's a POS, but I always in my heart, I'm like, maybe this will get Kody to screw his head on straight. Maybe this will get him to step up and be there for his kids or whatnot. And every time it's like broken promises. It don't happen. It don't happen. I'm just gassing my brain, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, trying to think that maybe Garrison's passing, thinking this is finally what's going to get him the nail on the head. But we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. But since then, Isabel had a birthday. Truly, I think Truly had a birthday too. Truly had a birthday. Isabel had a birthday, or they celebrated Isabel's birthday, and they also celebrated McKelty's birthday. And from the pictures and stuff that they've shown up on social media, it's all been in Utah. No Kody, no Robin. Haven't seen them. And you would think that if McKelty is, she's been on Kody and Robin's side, that if she had heard from him, I think that she would have mentioned it, because it would have been an opportunity for her to talk in a positive light about Robin and Kody. But it's been radio silent about that too. And it just blows my mind. All of this behavior from Kody, it just seems very sinister to me. I don't know how a loving father that is a man of God can look at his children hurt, see it and just disregard. We've watched him completely, because Ben's talking about him bringing this wife in, this new hot thing with 3 kids. He even is laughing at the fact that he's bringing in that she's bringing in 3 extra kids that needs attention and love, and he's not even giving the attention and love to the kids that he does have. But at least the kids did seem to be close to him up until Robin came. And it has always killed me that Robin just still seems just like completely blindsided at the fact of what's going on. She knows exactly what's going on. And I really like when Peyton, he came live on that John Yates podcast, and he made that comment about why moving to Flagstaff, because we have found out it was due to Dayton going to college there. The reason why they moved, literally uprooting all of these kids, the long-term effects. Kody has had his mind set on one thing, and it's been Robin and what Robin wants and the best thing for Robin's kids. But going back to what I was saying about this sinister action and becoming selfish, Kody has even said himself that he has viewed the family as an obstacle to his own goals. He has said that before a couple of times, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I just wonder if the plan to move to Flagstaff was a part of the bigger picture of Robin and Kody's picture. I mean, we can sit and speculate and talk crap all day about it. If that really is true that they set and plotted this, to be able to gain in all of this wealth and then completely, I just wonder if that was the original plan from the get-gate, to be able to uproot all of the houses, the equity in the houses, to be able to force the finances in their favor, and then over time, all of this wealth, even down to Mary not even getting her fair share of the land. Now that really upset me. When Christine left, at least Christine was able to get out with her house, but he never expected that from Christine. That was a blow to the ego. But, and just how cold he was when Mary confronted him about that land. I should be getting some more of that land as well. And she's been there since day one with him. And he's like, it's mine. And then you've got Robin coming in and being the fake friend that she has been. She's got all this gold. She's got the whole nine, and then has the audacity to sit there and tell Mary that because she's one of the wives, remember, that she deserves her fair share too, that land should go to her. And I just wonder if it's been planned from Kody and Robin since back 2015, of part of their bigger picture, and it has strung them along, and over time literally has distanced themselves from the immediate family, from all the kids. And I don't even know. I'm hoping. I've hoped that maybe the Garrison's passing would wake him up enough to, become more involved. But from what we've seen, which we haven't really seen, we haven't seen the show yet. I am curious to see how Kody, hear Kody talk about. I just want Kody to take accountability and be there for the kids, or maybe the kids are old enough where they don't want nothing to do with him. Because I don't know, it's unfortunate, because I think that if it had Robin not came into the family, they really could have had something pretty beautiful to have. But things work out for a reason. We've got Christine off in Lover's Land with old David. Oh yeah, let me show you that real quick. The Boston Celtics. I think it's so funny. You kind of mirror your person, this is like her second person that she's had a relationship with, old David. And she's I think it's kind of cute, because I've done it too in the past, kind of mirroring your spouse's interest. And now we've got her as a Celtics fan. Now she's a sports fan. I've been the same way, honey. This stuff right here, I'm not a basketball fan, honey. This is my ex-boyfriend's clothes that I'm wearing. This was part of my divorce. We were never married, but these clothes were a part of my divorce settlement. Look at David's face. Honey, he looks like a kid in a candy store, don't he? He hit the jackpot. And they got their little garden there, and we've got Janelle, happy, living with Maddie over there and that stuff. But maybe it did work out for the better. And now now we've got Mary. She's able to not have the weight of the family on, that had to be hard for Mary. Now they all get to just step aside and breathe and do what they want to do in life. But you still want Kody to be there more. But I am kind of curious on what else Ben is going to have to say as he watches some of the seasons. Maybe he'll be able to give us a little bit more insight, because I do know that when Kody was wanting to make that one big house. Well, I don't know. Kody kept on with that one big house, or maybe that was just a tactic to get Christine to go bye-bye. I don't know, but why would he spend so much money? I don't know. I just wish that we had answers. We need answers as Sisterwives fans. We'll probably never get them, but I just want to know. I would love to know truly Robin's thoughts and intentions and Kody's thoughts, intentions. We'll never probably get them, but as to why he has done what he has done. But I love you guys. Thank you for listening, watching this video. Make sure to check out Ben's on TikTok, over there on TikTok. Maybe he'll come to YouTube. I did know that Rancher Nikki also put in the comments about maybe you should come on YouTube as well. So maybe you guys will be able to just watch him here on YouTube. But for now, you can go watch the videos over on his TikTok. I'll put the handle. I think it's like Benjamin something. But the thing, and if you haven't watched the interview that he did with Reality T Squad, I'll put that in the description as well. And if you like this video, make sure to like it. And also, if you're not subscribed, if you would want to subscribe, please subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys later. I love you all. Oh, and also, of course, as you guys know, I love my Meoky. I'll put my showcase in the description if you want to check out any of the Meokys. Reseller. I don't know if you can see. I work directly with Meoky. There's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. We just got some new stuff in yesterday. I don't know where it's at. Like there's all sorts of Meoky tumblers. We've got this one. If you're over on TikTok, you're probably tired of hearing me talk about it. Like these are the new ones in. They sent me 2 of these. I don't know. A lot to check out. Just check it out in my showcase. But I'll see you guys later. I love you all.